final guest for this 7x7 event. Danielle Clarke is a brand and marketing consultant, university lecturer, and business owner. Her mission is to help as many people as possible to start to build better brands so that they can create happier, healthier lives for themselves and for the people around them. She'll be telling us why her mission is so important. So over to you, Danielle.
Hello, thank you. Hi everyone. Wow, what a speaker to follow. That was awesome. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I just want to thank you all for being here and giving me your attention, and thank you for the platform, Lauren. This is amazing. I'm just going to talk about a bit about me and why I do what I do, really, and my want for doing things beyond money. Of course, we all need money to survive. No one works just for the fun of it, but I'm talking about the thing that really keeps us going when the phone's quiet and money doesn't necessarily flow the way that you'd like to. I'm talking about purpose, really. The real reason I do what I do and why I left my job in a pandemic. I believe two things. One, that looking after your mental, emotional and physical health should be a number one priority. And the second thing I believe is that brand really does have the power to change the world. And it's because of these beliefs that Danielle Clarke Creative exists ultimately. So my service really is for people that believe that brand can really do good. I believe that brands really do make a huge difference to how we think, how we feel, how we act. And I'd like you all actually just to take a moment and think about your favourite brand and why you love that brand. Maybe share it with everyone in the chat. And whilst you're doing that, I'll tell you about one of my favourite brands, which is Cadbury's. I love Cadbury's not just because the chocolate tastes sweet and creamy and amazing, or because their brand colour happens to be my favourite colour, which is purple. I love Cadbury's because it creates these feelings of happiness and nostalgia. I think about my mum picking me up from school and knowing that she was going to have something in her pocket for me to eat on the way home. Remembering that rustling sound that came from her pocket and that anticipation of not knowing exactly what was coming. And my delight as she handed me a chocolate bar, on this occasion, a curly whirly. I also remember going to Cadbury World as a kid and being literally in chocolate heaven. The sights, sounds, smells, eating loads of free chocolate. It was pretty awesome. But it's that emotional connection that I have with Cadbury's, taking me back to my childhood. That's what makes me love it, and not just like it in the way that I say might like Nestle chocolate. It makes me happy. And a guy called Simon Sinek famously said that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And that's the reason Apple, which was just a standard technology company, and there's so many other technology companies out there, they reinvented the personal computer. They made white headphones trendy. They weren't trendy before. They invented the first digital colour camera as well. And they did that by focusing on their why, which was making personal computers accessible to every individual. They wanted to change the way that we think, the way we work, the way we learn, the way we communicate. They wanted us to think differently. And it's also the reason that Nike, which is another brand that I love, a world leading innovator in athletic apparel. They've helped some of the world's best athletes win races, games, championships. They are a disruptor, which I like. They've changed the face of sport, and they did this by focusing on their why. They use the power of sport to move the world forward. As I say, they just kind of do it. And so according to Sinek, there's a fundamental difference between the Apples of the world and everyone else, and that is that everyone kind of that's successful really starts with that why and focuses on that. And having that why is the reason why some people achieve things that completely exceed our expectations, and they defy all of our assumptions about what is possible. There's a concept that Simon Sinek came up with, which is called the golden circle. And it starts with why at the center, which is the core belief that you have and the reason that you exist. And then it's followed by the how, which is how the business fulfills that core belief. And then comes the what, which is how the company then fulfills that core belief. And it's kind of all about having loyal customers and a loyal following that attracts people who share your fundamental beliefs. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. It's for this reason that my goal, it's not necessarily to work with everybody that needs a brand designer or a brand consultant. My goal is to do work for people that believe in what I believe, which is that your physical, your emotional, your mental well-being is really important. My goal is to work with people that believe in that. People that believe their brand can have a positive impact on people's lives and communities and ultimately the world. I've worked with a body coach that helps people get out of pain, physical pain. I've worked with a therapist that helps people resolve their emotional health challenges. And I've worked with a cancer charity that provides space to amplify all cancer experiences. So people that want to elevate and help their community, people that are advocates of positive change, that are led by empathy and honesty, and they just care and want to change people's worlds. So I'm on a mission to help as many people that I can do that, to start and build better brands so that they can create happier, healthier lives for themselves and the people around them. And that's what I say to anyone that does work with me. That's the promise that I make, that I will help them get a grasp on their brand and help them connect with their community and make lasting positive change. So if anyone wants to help me on my mission, let's have a one-to-one over a cup of tea or a cup of Cadbury's hot chocolate. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Danielle. I think Cadbury's share price has just jumped, as we're all like frantically trying to find some. So how can we best connect with you, follow you? I know you've just launched a podcast. Tell us how we can help amplify you, hire you, all that good stuff.
I've got a podcast. I'm always looking to collaborate with people on the podcast. It's called Build Better Brands. So especially business owners, people that maybe have an understanding of brand or have built their own brands, and also people in around health and wellness and well-being, because that's just something that I really care about. But yeah, come and find me on LinkedIn. I'm on there quite a bit. So yeah, LinkedIn's probably the best place.
Amazing. I'm just going to add the other speakers so we can see all your lovely faces. I think Liana and Jazz have had to dash off. And thank you. I know we're 9 minutes over. We timed it to the minute, 7 minutes, 7 stories. So thank you so much for staying a wee bit extra. This has been absolutely awesome. Huge thank you to Liana, Joan, Jazz, Danielle, Rebecca, Minal, Annie. I hope amazing things come from this for each of you. I hope you can connect with each other. I know that people in the chat are already messaging you, connecting with you. So yeah, just huge gratitude from my perspective, and I'll let Hayley close.
Yeah, thank you so much. It has been an amazing opportunity for me to host this event with 7 brilliant Black and brown women to hear all of the topics that are close to your heart and things that you're passionate about. So thank you. And thank you to everyone who attended. We will be sharing the recording soon. I'm not going to say when, soon. Tomorrow, there you go. Okay.
And we'll also share the written text of Rebecca's poem, because I know there's been a lot of requests for that. So we'll share that too.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. And a wee reminder, if you're not already following all of these brilliant women and myself and Upfront on Instagram, do that. Our team are gearing up to launch our 6th bond, which starts in June 6th. I know there's lots of bonders and global bonders here in the chat. Minal was part of our last cohort. Annie and Hayley have also been part of our program. So we run a 6-week online course in all things confidence, public speaking, visibility, and power. We would love to welcome you. We have discounts for charities, students, NHS workers. It is free if you're on maternity leave. It's free if you live in a no-income household. Our why, inspired by Danielle, is to support 1 million women and non-binary people with their confidence. We want to live in a world where confidence is never, ever the reason that a woman or a non-binary person doesn't do the thing that they want to do. So we would love all of your support and help on our mission. And I will now play us a tune to say bye and wish our speakers all the very best for your mission and your brilliant work. Thanks for being an awesome host, Hayley.